I have loved drawing my whole life, but I'm cursed. I almost never finish sketchbooks for some reason, and even when I do, it takes months or even years, honestly. So today, I'm on a mission. I am finishing the sketchbook in just 7 days, and I'm finally breaking the curse. Whatever it takes. Well, except getting rid of my cat. I wouldn't do that. So, this is day 1. I am feeling super motivated and I cannot wait to start, so let's go. As you can see, there was one page that I had already filled before, so let's just say that it doesn't count as part of the challenge. I'm not cheating. Also, I didn't start by decorating the cover, which is something I usually do when I start a new sketchbook, because decorating the cover is something I love doing, so I decided to just decorate it at the end as, you know, a little treat for succeeding, because I know I'm gonna succeed, right? And, you know, just as a way to keep my motivation up throughout this entire challenge. At first, I thought the most intimidating part of this challenge would be to actually start, and that after that it would just get easier and, you know, I'd just go with the flow. But I was so wrong. The hardest part was definitely to stay motivated even in the later days and still finding inspiration, because it really got harder and harder. Okay, apparently she wants to play with my eraser. Oh, come on. Just a sec. She really does not want me to succeed at this. Apparently, I think I'm gonna make a short break to play with my cat, because, like... So, I thought I would do a little date. I started at 11 a.m. and it's currently 12 a.m. and I've done this. Like, I've only done this in an hour. I don't understand. I don't understand. Why am I so slow? I am slow. This shouldn't be taking an hour to draw. I think I'm gonna make a short break to play with my cat. So yeah, needless to say, I'm going to have to fill pages a lot quicker, because I cannot afford to spend 23 hours a day drawing, literally. Yeah, I'm gonna try to be quicker for the other pages. What am I going myself to? After realizing I couldn't spend an hour on each drawing, I changed my strategy and decided to draw the line art directly without sketching for some pages. The downside is that I think they're lower quality and not as well executed, since I'm not really used to draw quickly and I usually sketch before doing the line art. But the upside is that I think that it really helped me draw more spontaneously, and yeah, after all, it is a sketchbook, so it's literally made for sketches and quick drawings. So, a little update. It is 5:30 and I've only done 7 pages so far. I mean, I haven't been drawing like all day. Like, I did other stuff because I had other stuff to do. But I'm pretty late on my 23 pages a day goal, so yeah, I need to get quicker because I don't want to be behind on this challenge on the very first day. That would be pretty embarrassing, and I don't want to be a loser because we're not losers, right? We are not losers, and we're gonna do this. Let's keep going. Since it's day one, I think it's a good idea to set a few rules. So I did some calculations before starting, and filling 160 pages in 7 days comes out to about 23 pages a day. So yeah, spending an hour on each page is definitely not an option. And also I didn't set a maximum number of pages per day though, so I could get ahead in case I felt less motivated on the next day. But yeah, that never happened. I was usually behind on the pages, so I clearly overestimated myself. My main goal with this sketchbook wasn't to create masterpieces, but really more to train my creativity, to draw more freely, to have fun, and to experiment with as many different mediums as possible, which is also a way to make this whole experience more fun and to prevent the risks of it getting too boring. Of course, I still wanted to make drawings that look nice, but I didn't want to feel too pressured to make like top quality drawings for every page, because with a time constraint, I don't think I would have been able to do this. Like, if a page is ugly or doesn't really work, that's okay. It's a sketchbook, and the first thing I wanted it to be is a place of exploration and fun. Also, to avoid running out of ideas, I actually prepared a list of prompts and ideas that I wanted to draw, and that way, whenever I felt uninspired, I could just pick something from the list and keep going. That's what would have happened in theory, but in practice, I just made the list and then I forgot about it. So yeah, if you want to try this challenge, this can be a really good idea if, unlike me, you're able to actually remember to use it. So, it is now 11 p.m. and I'm 2 or 3 pages behind. But I think I will just do very quick sketches tomorrow because I'm starting to be tired. I do not sleep late, so I'm gonna go and get some sleep now. Welcome to day 2. It is around 10 a.m. and yeah, I'm gonna start. I'm feeling actually pretty motivated. Hopefully it's gonna last. By this point, I was starting to realize that I really needed to improve my speed, so I set a timer and forced myself to draw under time constraints. Well, that didn't really last long because I got tired of doing this pretty quickly, and let's just say that the end results aren't what matters here. And I just need to remember that in this challenge, quantity is more important than quality. So yeah, at least I got to experiment with oil pastels. I rarely use them, so I'm totally fine with the pages not looking good. I am. No, seriously, I am totally fine with it. That said, I still wanted some pages to at least look somewhat put together, so I looked for a lot of inspiration from Pinterest and TikTok, just stuff that looked fun to try and that I had never really done before. Like, for instance, I drew pointillism on yellow colored paper and glued it inside the sketchbook, and yeah, I thought it looked cool and it was fun to try to create smooth shadows with a bunch of tiny dots. And At this stage, for some pages, I still had the energy to sketch first and then do line art, but as the days went on, I slowly abandoned that method, motivation slowly fading away like my cat as soon as she gets fed. I have had most of my alcohol markers for half a decade to a decade now. Crazy how time flies. And so a lot of them barely work anymore. So yeah, that definitely was annoying at times, but I was still able to get somehow okay-ish results, even though yeah, I should just buy new alcohol markers, honestly. I also drew little animal characters that may or may not become tiny art dolls or sculptures because I don't know, I think that they would be really cute in 3D. I really don't use oil pastels often, so at first it felt a bit random, but I learned that you can mix them with almond oil, which blends the colors, and it's really messy, but it almost looks like paint in the end. I mean, in my head, it looks like oil painting. I have never actually used oil painting, but this is what I figure oil painting feels like. Maybe I'm totally wrong, but yeah, I think this technique can make really great results. Hello. So, this is day 3 of filling the sketchbook. Am I still motivated? Yes. Yes, I am. Am I as motivated as yesterday and the day before? I don't know. I should start. I just think I'm going to try to make quicker drawings because I definitely cannot keep doing drawings that take me that long because it's just not possible. So yeah, I have to find little strategies to make stuff that I like and that I think look good, but at the same time that don't take too much time. So let's go. That day, I woke up and the song Midnight Sun was stuck in my head for some reason, so I just drew something inspired by it, I guess. Except these pages really don't make any sense, but I don't know. I just love drawing nonsensical stuff, and yeah, I really love this page. Days 3 and 4 were definitely my best drawing days. I feel like they were the perfect balance between having had enough time to practice during the previous days, but not being too drained or unmotivated yet, like in the days that followed when I was mostly just drawing questionable things. And honestly, looking back, those were the good old days before everything completely went downhill. Oh, and this little double page with the little fish, I love it. And I think it's one of my favorite pages in the entire sketchbook, and yet it's so simple. I don't even remember how I got this idea, but yeah, I really love the results. I think I just reached flow state, you know? And then it was starting to be really late, and I just wanted to go to sleep, so I kind of just did nonsense for the following pages. Like, I literally took some acrylic paint and drew blobs with my fingertips because it was quicker, and then I tried to vaguely make it look like clouds, and I think it kind of works. I don't really know what I was trying to do, but I surprisingly kind of like how this black and white page turned out, even though I didn't put any thought in it and literally wrote random words that didn't even fit the page. It's still a vibe, somehow, I think. I really like drawing hands. I'm not saying my hand drawings are perfect, but I always hear people say that hands are so hard to draw, and honestly, I don't think they're that hard. Like, it's basically a more or less distorted square with 5 little sticks, and yeah, I feel like drawing human poses that look spontaneous and natural and not stiff, for instance, is way harder than drawing hands, even though my hands are sometimes a little bit off. I don't know, I just think they're really satisfying to draw. And then it was starting to be really late and I didn't have any inspiration left, so I just ended up drawing poorly some random memes with kids' markers. Welcome to day 4. I cannot wait to finish this. I am still motivated. I still am. It's getting harder to force myself to not spend too long on drawings. So day 4 was the day everything changed. It's when I really started wanting this whole experience to be over. By this point, I'd kind of stopped thinking it was fun like I did in the first few days. I just wanted to do anything other than drawing. You know, sleeping, eating, walking outside, breathing. You know, typical human stuff that I hadn't really remembered doing for the past 4 days. Yeah, maybe I'm being a little dramatic, but really, this made me realize that I love drawing. I really do, but at some point, I need a break. I thought I would do a little challenge for this double page. I'm going to draw with my right hand because I'm left-handed. For drawing with my non-dominant hand, I think I did quite well. I don't think the pages of this sketchbook hold watercolor super well, especially if you use too much water, but when you use watercolor lightly, the results are actually pretty satisfying, I think. This page is absolutely atrocious. The blue I used doesn't go at all with the green. It actually hurts my eyes. Oh, and here it's me doing nonsense with oil pastels again. Then I also used the perfect anti-art block strategy, which is just making random stains and shapes and drawing what I see in them. Kind of like, you know, when you were a child, spotting shapes, creatures, and animals in the clouds. Well, I don't know if you did this, but I did. And yeah, I just love doing this little drawing exercise. I kid you not, last night I dreamt that I was drawing in my sketchbook. Wait a minute, see the light here? The brightness in the room? It was still early, and I was about to start drawing, and then I don't know what happened, but I didn't. Guys, I really think that today is the most unmotivated I've felt since I started this challenge. Like, it's 7 p.m. and I didn't get the courage to draw as soon as I got back home. So far, what I've done today is this, and I still have so many pages to do before tomorrow. I don't know how I'm gonna do. What am I doing with my life? I don't know what to draw. I have like, what? 3 days left. Let's go! Yay! Motivation! I love when like books have a smell, but I've noticed that sketchbooks never have a smell. Like, books have so many different kinds of smells, but sketchbooks, even like brand new sketchbooks, they never smell something. Like, they just smell nothing. It's weird because it's paper inside. And so what thing causes the books to smell a certain way and not sketchbooks? Because like they both are made out of paper. So that means it's the ink in the books that smells something. So that means that the ink, like, does that mean that the different types of ink they use, like in the various I don't know how to say this, publishing houses, is different? Like, are they using different type of inks? And so the inks smell differently? So all of my life, I thought that what was smelling in the books were the pages, but like in reality it was the ink. Oh my god, that's so wow, the things you discover when you don't know what to draw. But wait, that doesn't make sense, because like old books smell a certain way. Like they have a particular smell to them, and it cannot be the ink, because they acquired the smell as they got old, because they probably weren't smelling with this when they were brand new. So why is it causing the smell? It has to be paper. And so what makes like book paper smelly? Like has a certain smell, and not sketchbook papers? Or is it like some kind of marketing strategy? Like each publishing house like have like a signature smell that is recognizable? Am I weird? Wait, cool. I have to draw. I'm tired. I could just like get on the couch and watch Buffy, or watch a movie, or read a book, and do this tomorrow, but I would be so many pages behind, and I will not be able to finish this thing. Oh god, it's been 10 minutes already. Okay, let's go. I had like 1% of motivation left in my body, and I had opportunities to start drawing earlier, but I procrastinated until it was impossible to push it any further. So I started really late, and at this point my main focus was really trying to come up with strategies to fill pages faster without being too repetitive. And after doing some thorough research on the matter, I found 2 main strategies. The first one was using a double page spread to make the title of the day, which was pretty efficient and also forced me to think of creative ways to write the day number. And the second was making a small collage when I got really tired of drawing, just to mix things up a bit, and I think it actually helped. Not gonna lie, I made some pretty questionable drawing choices on day 5, and I think it was my worst drawing day. I mean, if you don't take into account the days after the 5th day. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Les Fables de La Fontaine. They're fables pretty much every French kid learns at school, and so this drawing was inspired by one of them. I mean, at first I was just drawing funny animals I found on Pinterest, but the fox reminded me of the fable, and so then I had to draw a raven as well. So the fable is called The Raven and the Fox, And basically there's a raven sitting on a tree branch holding a piece of cheese and a fox down below who wants it. So the fox flatters the raven about his beautiful voice, and then the raven tries to sing to show off, but he drops the cheese and then the fox gets it. Sorry. Yeah, as you can see, I'm not even doing an effort on putting my phone at the right angle anymore. I was feeling like making a little black and white, realistic, very quick portrait, which was fun to make. And for the following drawings, I'm not really a fan of how I colored them. I think the colors look off and don't go well together. But yeah, honestly, I should have used watercolor, but I just didn't bother to use it, so. That day, I also did a bunch of quick observational drawings because they don't take too much time, and I actually really enjoyed drawing humans in dynamic poses, which is something I'm not really used to. They're definitely not perfect, but I really like these little ballpoint pen sketches. To make the pages look more filled, I tried painting the entire background black, and I think it works and doesn't look as empty as it would have if left white. I am so happy that it's the last day. Not that I didn't like this whole thing, but I'm so glad that it's going to be over. And also, I'm very proud of myself because even though last night I ended up being a little late, I'm so proud of myself for actually sticking with this. I'm just 4 pages behind, so that means I have like, I don't know, 26 pages to fill today. But I'm so happy. I'm so happy that I'm finally gonna be able to like have an entire sketchbook that I filled in a week. That is crazy. Me, I'm able to do that. So today I have like a little more pages to fill than the other days, but I think it's gonna be alright because I'm feeling really hyped about this. And I'm also going to have to do a little something for the cover because it's my gift to myself as I did it. I mean, technically I haven't done it yet. I shouldn't be like talking too early, but I'm pretty sure I will finish it today. Guys, it is almost 9 p.m. and I procrastinated actually, so let's just say that I still have like all of these pages to fill. Not feeling very good. I cannot fail this the last day. Why would I procrastinate so much? What is wrong with me? I was nailing this challenge and I was going to do it for real. And then the last day I decide to like not draw anything. And now it's 9 p.m. and I just basically still have 23 pages to do. And I mean, I can do them, of course, but I don't want them to be poor quality pages. But if I want to make like pretty drawings and stuff I actually like, I know that it takes me more time than just like doing random quick drawings. The majority of the rest of the drawings for this day are honestly just horrendous and really rushed because guess what? I procrastinated until the last minute to start drawing again. One of my goals for the sketchbook was to try to use as many different mediums as possible, and on day 7 I realized that I hadn't even used gouache. It's a medium I don't really use often, so I took out my old gouache from 2020, which is now totally dry, so I just water it down a lot and I kind of use it like watercolor. And yeah, I tried to do something, but honestly I have no clue how to use gouache properly. Also, I didn't have the patience nor the time to let it dry and add more details and layers, so yeah, I just let this landscape at the sketch stage, and it's not really a greatly detailed landscape, but the colors are cute, at least. I have 20 minutes left to finish this. I have 20 pages left, around 20 pages left. As long as I'm not going to sleep, it is not tomorrow, it is still today. So even if I finish after midnight, it still counts as day 7, because I say so. At times I got really frustrated because I felt like I couldn't take more time to draw like I usually do. But on the other hand, it was also good for me because it forced me to work on my drawing speed and to be more spontaneous. And I feel like it also helped me simplify things sometimes, because I feel like I really tend to get absorbed really easily in the details that don't necessarily matter. But I also feel like the time limit definitely oriented the types of drawing I would do, because sometimes I would think of an idea but ended up not doing it because I just didn't have enough time. So it's 1 a.m. I'm finally done, and I'm very mad at myself for procrastinating and just starting the sketchbook this late. The last drawings I did were so rushed, it makes no sense. They're absolutely awful. At least I finished it, so that means I didn't fail the challenge, which is nice. However, the quality of the drawings, and also I've technically filled every page, but on a lot of pages, since I just didn't have time, I didn't color them, or I didn't add some details that I would have loved to add. So what I'm gonna do is that tomorrow, let's call it day 7+1, not day 8, it's just day 7+1. I'm going just to go through some pages that I'm not satisfied with 100% and just add some stuff that I wanted to add but just didn't have time to, and then I'll make a little sketchbook tour. So I guess now would be a good time to have a little moment of reflection about this whole experience to see what I'm getting out of it. Honestly, when I started this challenge, I was a bit concerned that the concept itself was fueling the idea of hyperproductivity and the constant injunction to optimize everything and do more and more in a shorter and shorter amount of time. And even though I really wanted for once in my life to finish a sketchbook in a short amount of time just to see what it feels like, I also really enjoy taking my time to fill a sketchbook over the course of several months or even years, because I feel like it reflects a piece or a period of my life, and I don't know, also it has an evolution in it, and that perhaps it holds more sentimental value to me than a sketchbook I fill in such a short amount of time. However, I'm still really glad that I proved myself I could do this, and despite that towards the end I couldn't wait for this to be over and at times I felt unmotivated, I had a lot of fun. One of the only downsides really is the frustration of not having enough time to draw some ideas or to execute them in what I judge a satisfying way, but really the time constraint is cool to not overthink too much and allow yourself to do messy or rough drawings just for the sake of it and to experiment. It's a really good exercise if you feel like you're too perfectionist, I think. Oh my god! There's actually one page I didn't fill. Oopsie! I didn't see that. I really feel, especially with the observation sketches, that the muscle memory in my hands improved. By the end, I was able to draw references a little faster and move my hands more spontaneously and efficiently compared to the beginning, when I felt a bit rusty. I think this was also because sometimes I didn't have time to make a sketch before the line art, so having to draw things straight away made my lines more confident and precise. Can I say that a line is confident? I don't know, but I hope you see what I mean. So, all in all, this was really fun, and my sketchbook curse has finally been broken. I really wonder what the next creative curse I could break will be, and yeah, whether you like filling sketchbooks quickly or prefer to take your time, there's definitely more than one way to skin a cat, so don't feel too pressured. Speaking of cats, I haven't seen mine since the day I finished the sketchbook, actually. That's weird.